Wow. Uh, I am a licensed clinical social worker in the states of New Jersey and Pennsylvania, and I specialize in trauma. In my job, I have dealt with incest as young as children as young as 4 or 5 years old. And I'm talking about a lot of times between siblings. I don't think I've really dealt with it in terms of parents, molesting children. I've seen, multi generations of trauma, because one of the things is I work with people in their homes, so I've seen, like, grandparents, parents, children, all same just passing trauma on from one generation to the next, and, homicide, suicide, overdosing, cutting, you name it, beatings, torture, whatever is humanly possible. I think I've dealt with it in my job. The the rise of Donald J. Trump was, I think, it's kind of traumatizing. First, personally, I'm kind of jokingly using the term post-Trump stress disorder. But the thing is, like, it's not post, right? Because this guy is going to be back. I think he definitely has a real chance of being the president of the United States again. And, yeah, and it's, what, February 1st, and we've got until November, and I think, to me, people don't believe this, but our two-party system, Cornel West made a really good point. We sort of oscillate back and forth, right? You have he calls them the milquetoast neoliberals on one side, and then you have the neo-fascists on the other side. And then while you might temporarily get the neoliberals, you're going to end up with the neo-fascists anyway. And Trump is a particular strand of the you know a particular strand of the American, what do you want to call it? I mean, he's a particular strain of American history, right? Like, you could see elements of the Trump um, presidency with what's her name? Ran with John McCain. Sarah, Sarah, was it Sarah? Who? Oh God, now I'm sorry. I gotta look this woman's name up again. As I'm getting older, uh, governor of Alaska. What was her name? Sarah Palin, right? She could see Russia from her house. You could see the Trump supporters. They didn't just come from outer space, right? They were they were here all along, and before her, they were the, what do they call them? The moral majority, and then it was called the God, what do they call these people? I have a book about it. What do they call the Tea Party? Yeah. Whatever happened to the Tea Party? Now they're Trumpsters, or they're the MAGA. The Tea Party morphed into the MAGA. You could probably take these people all the way back to the Civil War. You could probably take them all the way back to the Revolutionary War. There's always been this kind of white supremacist strand of Americans, right? White nationalists, Christo fascists, as um, my man Chris Hedges calls them. Yeah, it goes all the way back to the origins of the country. And so they're not going to go anywhere. They're never going anywhere. And so, because both parties are corporate, they both serve Wall Street, they both serve the war industry. You can see where APAC is very powerful with both parties. Um, we end up with two people, two candidates for president, two candidates for every party, for every governmental position, and they're all within very narrow limits. We don't get a wide range of views. We don't get non-corporate views, and they are actively prevented from uh, um, being on the ballot, being in the debates. Then we've got the Electoral College, uh, the American public. We might want universal health care, which is the humane thing to have. We might want to do something about student debt cancellation. How about free college? We can't even have these discussions because they're prevented. They're not, and they're not considered to be feasible, but they are. They should be, and so Donald Trump, that all roads will lead to either him or somebody like him. I mean, if you look at the people who were, um, running for second place, they're pretty much almost as bad, right? I mean, he's a particular kind of narcissistic, paranoid sociopath, but there's others like him, and we're he sort of fills a vacuum. Like if you know the Democrats aren't going to help you in any way, not in any real substantive way. So that leaves a wide open, like I said, vacuum for a con artist. And I mean, the guy's got 91 charges against him. Doesn't matter. They're trying to take him off the state ballots. Doesn't matter. He's probably going to be the president because Joe Biden is. I don't even think has all his mental faculties, not facilities, faculties. And yeah, we might be headed right back. Can you believe? I can't believe. I'm telling you. I'm gonna have to do a lot of mindfulness meditation. There's no wonder I'm a therapist because I need it. I need therapy myself. I gotta listen to him 4 more years, and I don't even really want to deal with Joe Biden for 4 more years. I mean, I'm backing Cornel West. I could also go with Jill Stein. She's awesome, but they're just gonna kneecap him. They're gonna block him. Look what they did to Bernie Sanders' campaign is absolutely horrible. Look what they did to Ralph Nader. Look what they do to all these candidates anyone who wants to serve the public interest is gonna get smashed. And we're going to be left with only two options, and both who serve the oligarchy. That's a shame. Really, I mean, we have to wrestle our country out of the hands of the oligarchy. I don't think we've ever been a democracy. We have to really try to become a democracy. I don't know that it would happen in my lifetime, but I think we could at least move in that direction. And one of the problems is the media is also corporate and they're in cahoots. I mean, it sounds like a conspiracy theory, but it's really true. That's why I don't watch corporate media anymore, or at least I try not to. It's very hard to actually divorce yourself from corporations because they're everywhere. They're ubiquitous. I mean, I'm on the internet right now. I mean, AT&T, Xfinity, YouTube. There's no escaping it. So, but if we could just have a more democratic, at least YouTube, it seems a little democratic. At least I'm allowed to get on here and talk. And hopefully somebody will watch it. But we have to block Trump. But just voting for Democrats, it might prolong things. It's like a Band-Aid or a geyser. It'll stop things for 4 years, and then he'll be right back. And actually, that's what we're seeing right now. Like Joe Biden's not doing well. Like if the Democrats were really serious, he could have been like a really FDR-like president, but that's not who Joe Biden is. He was never that person. Neither was Barack Obama. Neither was Bill Clinton. They're not gonna do they don't wanna do that. They're neoliberals. And that's how you get Donald Trump again. And we it looks like we may be getting him again. I mean, they might substitute out for Gavin Newsom, because I know they're not going with Kamala Harris. Uh, but, I mean, I don't have any problem with her, any more than I would any other Democrat. But, he's not really popular, so they're gonna probably go with Gavin Newsom. If not Joe Biden. I mean, he's gonna be, like, 81, 82 years old. You listen to Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, it's no wonder people turn to, somebody like Trump, and then all he has to do is appeal to the lowest common denominator, and, yeah, that's who they want. But see, that's why, Cornel West is saying, he just started a Justice for All, party, and, hopefully I don't think that's gonna go anywhere, but it would be great if it did. I mean, theoretically, it could, right? If he gets on all the ballots, people could vote for him, and he said he's gonna reach out to the Trump people, the MAGA crowd, but, I'm gonna keep, posting videos, and I guess we shall see, right? Peace.